name is Christopher Inakuma from Grady. I is in high school. I'm one of the top 5 contestants of Liberia. I'm in the short story category. Yeah, I discovered that I could write in the year 2018 when I was in the 8th grade class. When my brother came to me and told me that he has an organization or a competition that I could join because he saw my skill in writing, so he decided to take me with him. I first wrote about the girl and the wicked witch of Liberia. Second, I wrote about the lady in the garden. Yes, my parents encouraged me in this competition, financially, mentally, otherwise. They bought me novels of other great writers, as Int'l writer, and other famous writers. They bought me books of that, and I started looking at the story. Yeah. One of the things I've learned during the competition is that I should never give up, because I was sponsored, or should I say, a man we know good, Edmond, who is a very good critics. He always told us that he's not encouraged, but I see it like he's encouraging us the more, because he's not doing it so we can. He's not doing it so we can feel all other things, but it's just encouraging us. Number 2, I've learned about the story called the pencil, about how the pencil went into the sharpener and how it was brought into the world, and that I learned from the class. Yes, of course I've experienced some challenges, especially from my main judge. Yeah, he's a very good writer who always comes first. I come second, I come third, never first. I'm hoping to try. Yes, after this competition is over, I am going to see about writing some novels, because I found out about in Liberia, was one of the authors that wrote good novels, but nowadays we are only writing novels about from 6th grade, about 30 to 40 letters of words containing 13 pages, and that is not good for Liberian students. It's making us lazy. So in order to be able to print some good words, about 500 and 2,000 words, containing some pages that will make the student strong in reading, and mentality will grow for the best of our country.
Thank you. I'm Rachel Adeline, an 11th grader, Delaware International School. I'm part of the poetry category. I discovered I could write from 2009 to 2011 specifically. I was a student of the Social Christian School then. I wrote to express myself clearly because I wouldn't want, or never still don't like standing out to talk. So I wrote to express myself. First, they saw it as a sign of being disrespectful because I complained a lot to the things I wrote. And then later when they discovered I could do other things other than complain, like make other work, like write poems, and then even here today writing poems. They appreciated it and applauded my work. I learned how to work within a short time frame and also how to express what I write. Yes, there are a lot of challenges. just like not knowing if your work is good enough to make it to the next round, not knowing your competitive strength. There's so many challenges out there. I want to let people of my generation know that you don't always have to speak out verbally. You could put your ideas down and let other people exchanges or get inspired from what you're putting down.
My name is Int'l, a student of the St. Teresa Convent Catholic High School, grade 11. I'm one of the finalists of Red Liberia portrait category. Actually, it was my big sister who had me when I was in the 9th grade. The first piece I read about it was women discrimination. In so many ways, financially, physically, encouragement, everything. They even bought me some books that I could read. I've learned so many things, different style of writing, and to express myself more. Yes, there have been challenges, most especially from Edmund. He criticizes your work, but not in the wrong way. He's also trying to encourage you to do more like that. After this competition, I really want to encourage young Liberians to do more, even if not putting their time in writing. Allow them to read and understand themselves, be able to express themselves in the right way.
Hi, my name is Eugenia T. Weeks. I'm from the Sitiama Christian School System. I'm in the 10th grade class, short story division in Right, Liberia. I started when I was in the 6th grade, then I quit, but I resumed after years when I was in the 9th grade. My first piece was about a cat and her 3 kittens, and another was about an orphan who became a star.
Yes, start.
My parents aided me financially, and when I was a kid, my mom surrounded me by books, all sorts of books, novels, short stories, and so on. And she will give me a book to read, and she will question me and rate me and see how I am progressing. So they helped me a lot. Since the start of this competition, I've learned to work under pressure and how to use criticism as my means of motivation, and how all the eyes surrounding me to use it as a means of courage and bravery and go on. At the beginning, I had a problem. My mom did not know about Right Liberia. The entire process was fake to her, and one of the advisors in Right Liberia called her and explained it to her, and she agreed, and she let me join the competition. And social-wise, I couldn't socialize with anyone because I was shy. But in the end, I became a brave butterfly, coming from in my shell and flying. I'm gonna be a persistent person in helping them understand, the entire world understand Liberians do open books to read, and they are expressive and they know how to write. So that fact about Liberians not being able to open a book and read, I will be persistent on clearing that particular fact.
I'm Josepha Stoyipati, student of the Pacefield 7th-day Adventist High School. I'm in the 11th grade class, and I'm in the poetry category of our Liberia. I started writing when I came across my Liberia 3 months ago through the internet. When I started writing, my first pieces were about the lady in tears and the death of 24. My parents, including my mentor, has been a major help to me when it comes to my writing ability. My parents sent me on educational programs, inspire me more and more to do better and to always be better. Since I came across Liberia, I've learned to become self-independent, self-motivated, and I've also learned the different techniques in writing. When I came across Liberia, there have been major challenges. Like, I wasn't fluent at first when it comes to writing new words all the time. Secondly, I wasn't independent. I'm going to use my writing skills as the source of entertainment to elevate the heart of those I depressed.
My name is Madeva Rich Cornell from the St. Teresa Convent Catholic High School in the 11th grade class, and I am on Write Liberia from the short story category. I actually discovered I could write when I was 8 years of age in the 2nd grade class in St. Michael Catholic High School. My first story was called It's All Coming Back, and then the second one was called Till We Meet Again. My parents supported me, especially my mom. In her free time, she would write stories with me and she bought me books so I could be a better reader. Okay, in this competition, I've learned how to work under pressure and how to use criticism to do more and be powerful. Okay, my challenge within this competition was the live writing. I usually write with earphones plugged in, but during the live writing I had to write without music and on a particular time. After Write Liberia, I'm going to impact young generations to read and write, especially the girls of our nation, to read and write a lot so that they too could become better writers in the future.
I'm Joseph M. Sai Jr. from Crystal King Catholic High School, oldest Concourton, 11th grade class. I'm participating in Write Liberia 2019. To be specific, short story category. I started writing when I was in the 7th grade class at Crystal King Catholic High School. My first story was The Fisherman and the Red Fish. My parents have supported me in so many ways, socially, morally, and financially. Mom always prayed for me. She bought newspaper whenever she's coming from work, asked me to read and then explain to her what I've understood from the newspaper. I think that served as a great help to me in my story making. Yeah, I've learned so many things from Write Liberia. I've come to realize how to work with Int'l and then meet wonderful people who give me a lot of ideas and then share their thoughts with me. I've come across Edmund Taylor, who was a bit terrible at the first time with his house wars, saying that if you don't do this, you will trap. It was like somehow discouraging, but with God on my side, I've made it. It was stressful when creating a story. You think so much and then you try to make up the story. After Red Liberia, I want to write to the world that people can read and understand the meaning of life, how they should live, and what is good for them or what is bad. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Grace Kwe from the Levi C. Williams High School, grade 11. I'm a finalist of Write Liberia 2019 poetry category. I discovered I could write when I wrote my first story in the 8th grade at age 8. So my first piece was a totally fictional one about a boy in a dinosaur. The first time I wrote, my parents were kind of fascinated because they never thought I had that kind of ability. So they made sure they found out the support and mentorship I could get to, improve. And later on, they encouraged me at times when I was writing and felt like what I was writing didn't make sense. They were there to tell me that I could do better. Well, the first and foremost thing I learned is how to write under pressure. That I did learn. And I also learned that whether bad or good, critiques are going to help people higher, not to appreciate you. Yeah, there was one challenge approaching finals. At times, everybody has their own style of writing, and it just happened that finals were out of my comfort zone. So finding the rightful formation to put my poem in was kind of hard, but I overcome it.
Hello, my name is Unique Johnson, a student of the St. Teresa Convent High School. I'm in the 11th grade and I'm one of the finalists for Write Liberia 2019 poetry category. So basically, I discovered that I could write in the 7th grade when my literature teacher asked us to write what pain is to us. So I wrote something about what pain was to me at that time, and he brought the paper and he called me out and said I should keep on writing, that I could be a good writer someday. Most of my first pieces were about rape. I could relate to them, so I just wrote things about rape, and because I wanted to stop or let people hear my pieces about what rape is and what the victims go through. So my mom is one of the person that she's always encouraging me to do what I love to do. So when I started writing, or when I told her that the teacher said that I could be a writer someday, and then she said, yes, you can keep on writing, and I know that you can do better. And then when the competition started, when I told her about it, she's like, yes, I know you can do it. So even if you don't win, you're my winner, and you're always my winner. So she's everything to me. She always encourages me to do what I love to do. So the whole competition has been a new experience for me. I met wonderful people, and I learned a lot about writing new poems, writing under pressure. Yes. So when I started writing, I wasn't pretty confident about what I used to write. So the biggest challenge was showing my work to them. So I felt that it wasn't enough. So I was scared that they wouldn't like it. So whenever I send my piece, I'll be worried that whole week. And for the live writing, it was a lot of pressure. It was so much pressure, and I couldn't come up with anything to write till the last minute. So that was one of the biggest challenges for me to write. So right now, I'm confident about what I write, or about the things that I write. So I'm gonna keep on writing, keep on letting people know my views or perspectives about certain things concerning society or the ills of society or whatever. Yes, so I'm just gonna keep on writing.
I'm George Flumo from the Simati United Middle High School, and I'm from the short story category. Yeah, I started writing 2014 when we were on the state of emergency where we wasn't in school. Yeah, when I started to write. Yeah, my first piece was about my friend who died on a Friday, and then I started to write something about it. That's when I knew that I could write something. Yeah, my parents been very supportive to me. Every time I did something at the house, they would ask me to write a letter of apology. So that's one of the greatest help I got from them. During the course of the competition, I learned many things, and one of them was the tips on writing. There are a lot of tips we learned on writing and the confidence in writing. Like for me, I never had confidence in my writing, but right now, I have confidence in my writing. My challenges were getting my work uploaded. Like for every time we were to send our work to a particular email, and at that time I never had a phone. And the next one was our live writing. Our live writing was a very, very, very big one. For me, I don't know how to write under pressure, so that was one of my greatest challenges in competition. Yes, my writing skill, I want to use it to send out moralistic messages across the country and even the world at large. And say to get our females and other women around the world to understand and know that they have rights.